Good morning, class. Today I'll be starting with a new chapter. Chapter 7, Social Reformer. Page number is 82. And these are the following topics which I'm going to discuss with you today. In the last chapter, we've studied about the revolt of 1857, how the revolt started and how did it spread and how the revolt failed because of the following reasons. So today I'm going to start with a new chapter, chapter 7, Social Reformers. Before I start the chapter, I briefly explain about what is social reformers, or who are social reformers. Social reformers are those who advocate reforms. These social reformers are those persons who advocate the reforms, as they are the social reformers are the one who wanted to bring changes in the society. And these changes which often related to justice to the society, where the society is facing injustice. So the social reformers advocate justice, and they bring reforms in the society. The people of India were subjected to economic and political distress under the British rule. They did not have the right to participate in the government and were made to serve the British government. Western education brought about awareness among the educated Indians. They realized the need for political rights and social reform. So the people of India, they were forcefully put through into economic and they are forcibly put through to economic and political distress, so under the British rule. So even they did not have the right to participate in the government, and even they were not allowed to serve in the British government. So the Western education, Western education brought some awareness among this Western education brought awareness among the educated Indians, and they realized after bringing this Western education, the Indians now they realize the need of political and social reform in the society. First topic is Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, the new spirit of social reform began in Bengal under the pioneering efforts of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who was born in Bengali Brahmin family in 1772. So the new spirit of social changes, social reform or changes, which was began in Bengal under the leadership of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, as he bring new ideas or methods to change the society. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who was born in a Bengali Brahmin family in 1772. He studied Sanskrit, Arabic, Persian, and later learned English, Greek, Hebrew, Latin, and French. He was the scholar of Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he studied Sanskrit, Arabic, Persian, and later on he also learned English, Greek, Hebrew, Latin, and even Hebrew. So he was the scholar of Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. Rabindranath Tagore always referred to him as the father of the Indian Renaissance and the prophet of Indian nationalism. As Rabindranath Tagore, Rabindranath referred Raja Ram Mohan Roy as the father of the Renaissance. He referred Raja Ram Mohan Roy as father of Renaissance and even prophet of the Indian nationalism. He wanted to rid the Hindu national religion of idol worship, sati, and other rituals. He published a Bengali translation of the Vedas and the principle of Upanishads to spread among the people his monotheistic belief of the religion. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy wanted to get rid of the Hindu religion of idol worship. He did not like the Hindu religion of idol worship, sati, and even other rituals. Rituals means actions of any religious ceremonies which are carried out in the same way through generation. So he did not want to the he did not want the other Hindu rituals also. So he also published a Bengali translation of he translate the Vedas into Vedas and the principle of Upanishads in Bengali translation, and spread among the people his monotheistic belief. So monotheistic means believe in one God. He made the people to believe in one God. He wrote a number of books in Bengali, Hindi, Sanskrit, Persian, and English. He also started two newspapers, one in Bengali called the Sambat Kaumodi and other in Persian called the Mirat ul Akbar. So he also Raja Ram Mohan Roy wrote many books, a number of books in Bengali, Hindi, Sanskrit, and Persian and English, and he also started two newspapers, one in Bengali called the Sambat Kaumodi and other in Persian, Mirat ul Akbar. He set up the Brahmo Samaj in 1828, which was later became Brahmo Samaj. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy set up Brahmo Sabha in 1828, which later known as Brahmo Samaj. It became an important organization of religious reform. It is believed in the basic unity of the religious and forbade idol worship. So this Brahmo Samaj became an important organization. This Brahmo Samaj became an important organization of religious reform in the societies. It is also believed that it believed in the basis of unity of all religion, and even forbade means ban of idol worship. Roy opposed the caste system and supported the upliftment of women in the society through education. He worked towards abolition of polygamy and child marriage. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he also opposed caste system, as India had four castes: Brahmin, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. So even he opposed the caste system and supported upliftment of even he want to uplift the women in the society through education. So he want to give education to women. So he worked towards abolition of polygamy. Polygamy means the custom of having more than one wife, and even child marriage. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a great pioneer of English education, though he thought he would unable to spread in modern ideas. He was a great pioneer means explorer of English education, which he thought that which enable him to he thought that it will the English education will help him to spread the modern ideas in the society. One of his greatest achievements in the field of social reform was his effort to abolish the sati in 1929 with the help of Governor General William Bentinck. So one of the greatest achievement of Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the abolition of sati in 1829 with the help of Lord William Bentinck. Governor General Lord William Bentinck. So in 1931, he went to England as the ambassador of the Mughal Empire. He died there, and died there in 1833. He was given the title Raja by the Mughal Emperor. Ram Mohan Roy may have also influenced similar movement in the parts of the country. So in 1931, Raja Ram Mohan Roy went to England as the ambassador of the Mughal Emperor. But he died there in 1833, and he was given the title Raja by the Mughal Emperor. So the Mughal Emperor gave him the title Raja. Ram Mohan Roy may have also influenced similar movement in other parts of the country, not only in Bengal, but he also influenced in some other parts of the country in India. Next is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Another social reformer is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Was an important reformer from Bengal, born in a poor family, Brahmin family in 1820. He had a brilliant academic career, culminating in the Sanskrit College of Calcutta, conferring on him the title of Vidyasagar, or Ocean of Learning. The spirit of self-sacrifice, simply living, and fearlessness guided him. So, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was another reformer. He was also a reformer from Bengal, and he was born in a poor family in 1820. But though he was born in a poor family, but he had he had a brilliant academic career, culminating in the Sanskrit, as he ended his college life in Sanskrit College of Calcutta, and even he was given a title of Vidyasagar, which means ocean of learning. The spirit of self-sacrifice, as the spirit of self-sacrifice, simply living, and fearlessness, which guided him. He enrolled students belonging to lower class to study Sanskrit. Earlier, the study of Sanskrit was a privilege to the Brahmin. He made magnificent contribution to the Bengali language and wrote a Bengali primer, Varna Parichaya, which is still in use. So, Vidyasagar enrolled student who belong to the lower class to study Sanskrit. Earlier, the study of Sanskrit, which is only which was a privilege only for the Brahmin caste, but Vidyasagar made significant contribution to the Bengali language and also wrote Bengali primer in Varna Parichaya, which is still in use. His greatest contribution was the upliftment of widow and education of women. In 1855, he was made the inspector of school. He took the opportunity to open a number of new schools for girls in the district under his charge. Since the authorities were opposed to this, he resigned from his post. In association with John E. Drinkwater Benton, an Anglo-Indian lawyer, he took steps to promote girls' education. In 1849, Benton started the first girls' school for girls in Calcutta. So his greatest contribution, Vidyasagar's greatest contribution, was the upliftment of widow and education of women. In 1855, he was made the inspector of school, and he took opportunity to open a number of new schools for girls in the district under his charge, but it was opposed. Since the authorities was opposed for this act, so he resigned from the post of inspector. So again he take an association with John E. Drinkwater Benton, an Anglo-Indian lawyer, and he was an Anglo-Indian lawyer, and he took steps to open girls' education. So in 1949, Benton started the first girls' school in Calcutta. It was due to the sincere effort that the law was passed, which made widow remarriage legal. So through the Widow Remarriage Act of 1856, he attended the first widow remarriage that was performed in Calcutta in 1856. So for this support to the cause of widow remarriage, the Orthodox Hindus attack him. So due to the sincere effort of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, widow remarriage was made illegal through the Widow Remarriage Act of 1856. So he attended the first widow remarriage, which was performed in Calcutta in 1856 for his support. For the widow remarriage, the Orthodox means traditional Hindus attacked him on this act. Next is Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, 1836 to 86. Ramakrishna Paramhamsa was a priest in the temple of Dakshineswara near Calcutta. After coming in the contact with the practitioner of other religion, he accepted the sanctity of all faiths. The simplification of his character and his homely wisdom attracted a large number of followers. The The intellectual Indians whose faith in their own culture had been shaken by the challenge from the West found reassurance in his teaching. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he was the priest of the temple of Dakshineshwar near Calcutta. So he was the priest of this temple. So after coming in, after Ramakrishna, after coming with the contact with the practitioner of other religion, so he came in contact with the other practitioner of other religion, and as he accepted the sanctity of all faith, means purity of all the religion. So even the simplicity of whose faith, they have the simplicity of their own faith in their culture, and even this had been shaken by the challenge from the West, which also found assurance in his teachings. So even the West also gave assurance in his teachings. Next is Swami Vivekananda. Narendranath Datta, later known as Swami Vivekananda, founded the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897 to propagate the teachings of his guru Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So Narendranath Datta, the original name of Swami Vivekananda was Narendranath Datta. He founded the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897. So to propagate means to spread. He founded this mission to spread the teachings of his guru Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was the guru of Swami Vivekananda. He believed that the best way to serve God was to serve mankind. So Vivekananda believed that the best way to serve God is to serve mankind. So and it became the motto of the mission, which soon became a powerful center in a numerous public activities. So this motto became the motto of his mission, which also became a powerful center in numbers public activities. This includes organizing relief during floods, famines, and epidemics, establishing schools, colleges, libraries, running charitable hospitals, homes for orphans, and upliftment of the masses. His mission were organizing relief fund during the floods, famines, and epidemics, and even established they established schools, college, libraries, running charitable hospitals, and homes for orphans, and upliftment of the masses. In 1893, he participated in the all religion conference at Chicago in the United States, and his speech on universal brotherhood was well received. So in 1893, Vivekananda he went to Chicago and participated in the all world religious conference at Chicago in the United States, and there his speech on universal brotherhood was well received. In the next class, I'll be discussing on the reform movement in Western India and other social reformers. That's all for today. Thank you.